guys, welcome back here to Intuitive Angling, and much appreciated you guys swinging by the channel to check the episode out today. Going to give everybody my competition day report. We're up here at Truman Lake, had our 4th Ozark Division BFL tournament. Going to give you a rundown how the day went. Also, guys, thank you very much for everybody that's taking time to subscribe here to Intuitive Angling, man. If you've been subscribing to the channel, liking the videos, and especially hyping those videos, you're really doing a lot to push the channel out on YouTube. Also, guys, we have channel memberships. If you guys want to get extra private videos every week that aren't seen by the public and access to our private live stream, you can join as a channel member. And finally, guys, once again, thank you to everybody that's been using all the links that I put in my video descriptions to support Intuitive Angling. A big thanks for me and my family, guys. Okay, so here's how the day went. Let me give you a little breakdown of how practice was. Practice was miserable. Same as when I won the solo series tournament 3 weeks ago at Lake of the Ozarks. Terrible practice in that one, terrible practice here. I practiced Monday for like 5 hours here, flipping bushes. The lake is perfect right now for flipping bushes. There's about 3.5 foot of water in them. Water's nice and stained. It's just so perfect for flipping. And I spent all day long flipping on Monday and never had a bite. I couldn't believe it. That's why I titled my video, "You Won't Believe What Happened Today," because I can't believe I flipped all day long as much as I love to flip and everything's perfect, and I did not have a bite. So that was, and I was, in that particular day, I was fishing the lower end of the lake a little bit. So this next practice day I had was Thursday, and I only had a half a day there. So I had about half a day Monday and a half a day Thursday. And I went up the Grand River arm up there, and I caught one decent one, about, 3 3/4 pounder, close to a 4 pounder. And I had 3 or 4 other bites in the bushes, flipping bushes, and I lost them. I didn't know how big they were. They could have not even been keepers. So I didn't have nothing going. And what I was doing, I was doing most of my flipping with lighter baits, like a 3/8 ounce jig and 3/16 and 1/4 ounce slip sinkers on my soft plastics. And I got thinking about it, and it's like, I know these fish are in these bushes. It's like and one of the reasons I knew it is because I spent about 3 or 4 hours deep cranking out off some points and some ledges here. Thinking those fish, after that first practice day, they'd moved out, and I didn't catch anything deep cranking, which I love to deep crank in June, even if the water's high. I've caught lots of big bags doing it. So couldn't catch them like that. So I just said, I am in the wrong area with the wrong bait. So what I did is I decided to go to a different part of the lake. I just picked one of the major creek arms, and I said, I'm just going to go practicing today. And another thing I did is I went heavy. It's like the lighter stuff was not working. So I'm thinking maybe it's a reaction strike I need. So I put on a 3/4 ounce and a 1/2 ounce sinker, and put on the 5/8 ounce jig, my Blaukat Throwback jig, and went up that creek and started fishing. And right off the bat, guys, like the first 30 minutes, I caught 2 keepers, 2 nice keepers, chunky ones, 2.5 pounders, and 3 or 4 short. So that sort of got me in the flow. It's like right off the bat, it's only 6:30, 6:40 in the morning. I got 2 keepers, and then I'm trying to get dialed in a little bit, picking away, pick up a 3rd keeper about 3 hours later, which was a decent fish. And about an hour later, I caught my 4th one, which was a nice one. So I got 4 nice fish, nice keeper fish in the boat, and it's only 8 o'clock, probably 8 or 8:20. And I was mixing it up because the first 2 that I caught, I was flipping to the edge of the bushes because it was still pretty dark out. And then as that sun got up, the next 2 that I caught were right in the heart of the bushes. So I got 4 fish in the boat at about 8:30. And then I roll up on this one nice little willow and buckbrush point. I pitch in there, and I freaking get a big one. And set the hook on this thing, and it's like it gets me hung up, and I can see it's a big fish, and it's just like rolling around. And I'm on my way over to it, and it's like I've seen this unfold before. When they're stuck in the top of a bush, they've got so much leverage to throw a bait. I just knew that thing. It's like, as I got the boat over closer, it's like I was expecting that thing to come off at any time, but got down to it, got it in the boat. As soon as it come over the side of the boat, the hook came out. So I got that one. That was the big one that you saw in the picture there. So now I got a bag. I got 16 pounds of fish, at 9 o'clock, and I said, I'm fixing to win, my second tournament right here. So start fishing for probably two more hours, caught a couple more keepers, and then I pulled up to another point and I hooked another good one probably, I think it was probably about 4 pounds or so. I got it out of the bush and I'm fighting it to the boat, and it's like I decided to swing it because at that time I was flipping with braid. I had braided line on one bait, and I had the 25 Seaguar and the other fluorocarbon. So I started to swing it, and it came off as I was trying to swing it in. Nice one, about a 4 pounder. And I would have culled out about a 2 1/4 with the 4 there, which would have, pushed me up at 18 pounds at that point. Lost that one, and it wasn't probably 10 minutes later, and I hooked another big one on the same point in a bush. I could set the hook on it, and I can just feel the weight of this fish. It's a big one, and it gets me hung up, but I can still feel it on there pulling. And I get over to the bush, and it stops moving, and I reel down there, and it had come off at the base of the bush. So there was 20 pounds. That was over 20 pounds right there. As it turned out, I caught 2 more keepers. Wound up with 16 pounds, finished 5th place in the tournament, which I'm happy with because I missed the last BFL tournament. I had that ultimate match fishing champion challenge to fish. So, finishing in the 5th bumped me back up in the points, towards the regional classic at Grand in October. But anyway, guys, tomorrow morning, I'll give you a breakdown of all my equipment that I caught them on today. I'll explain in detail how I was positioned in the boat and what I was looking for. I'll show you the baits, the setup, and hopefully it'll help you guys catch some fish from what I learned here. So, guys, thanks for tuning in all week. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are well. We'll talk later.